Okay, here's the setup that I told you about. Okay, you've got the two white things underneath. Those are just like, little counter sinks things that used to be a sink on, I don't know. But they work great to hold the workbench I made, which is all solid wood, by the way. And then that box back there I made to hold all of the pen materials. These are for different sandpapers. You can see I actually wrote the grits that I was using with the sandpapers, and all these will hold the big sheets. I would get the big sheets and then cut them into little strips to use with the pens. Strips like this, like these, that will allow you to wrap it right around the pen and sand it much more effectively. Okay, you can see all the knives. I've got two different sets. These three back here, and then these that I got with the Grizzly lathe. And this is a Grizzly mini lathe. There's the number on it. Okay, it's still in good condition. I cleaned it up yesterday. There was some rust because it's been sitting out here along here, but I cleaned it up real good. This is actually glue that's stuck. I just reversed the bars. They were over here. So this is the glue. Some of this epoxy here that, would come off the pens or whatever. Okay, exotic woods, all kinds of them. This is a Wenga. I mean, we talked about that one the other day at the store. I showed you that. I mean, I've got ambrosia burl, which this is a real expensive and beautiful. I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, look at that grain in there. Beautiful wood. There's yellow heart. There's purple heart. There's cedar. There's all kinds of stuff. Here's all the blanks. I mean, those are tons of blanks going all the way down. This is actually coca-cola with heartwood in it, which is really cool. Really beautiful wood. Purple heart. You've got some plastics or polycarbates, I think they call them, or whatever. You've got diamond wood. These are actually pressed laminates together, which come out as really cool pens. They're really hard. They're really nice. Got pieces of blanks here that, I keep them, all my stuff that might be useful, and use it for assortments. I got extra there. I have some antlers. I'll also throw in, I have a whole deer antler up there, one or two of them that I'll throw in. Okay, as far as tools, these are the tools for trimming the ends, essential. These are like three different tools that I've put all into this one thing. Those are, that's $25, $30 worth of tools right there. This drawer is full of different tools for pen making. Also have the plate for if you want to do bowls. Okay, so you just put that on and then you screw the blank to it. Handle for files. I've got an extra belt for here. And that, oh, by the way, it does, I pulled the circuit breaker because okay, circuit breaker's on. It works great, spins great, it's been doing wonderful. So it works all well. Okay, so here I was with tools. You got all kinds of stuff back here. You got the stuff for, you could either use this on the lathe, but more than likely you put it on a drill press, which by the way doesn't go with this. I need my drill press, but to do certain things to sand. This drawer is full of all of the, these are all the bushings for different pens. You can see they're all labeled for the pen type. All of these were, about $5, and there's some extra things in here like extra sleeves or the center part of a pen. There's extra little pieces, but there's a ton of things, bushings in here. They're just piled on top of each other in here. And down here I actually have there's a couple, there's probably 3 or 4 that are pens that haven't been done, pen parts, so you've got complete things. And then there's some missing pieces in bags, or I tell you what, I wrote it for me, but which parts are missing. There's some pens I started to make. I even put the blanks in there, so you're all ready to go. Just got to put it together. I got a couple like that. Here's another one like that one too. And there's some stuff here. It's a lot of stuff that would be it's good for. Not even sure. Oh, there's a corkscrew that's ready to go. Hasn't even come out of the box. Okay, so lots of different things in there, and then I told you all that. Some various tools. These are all the drill bits you'll need for all different types of pens. Everything from like the Mont Blanc style where they're tapered. I've got the tapered drill bits in there. all of that. I've got epoxy, the 5-minute epoxy, because super glue is super hard to work with, if you ask me. So I go with the 5-minute epoxy, and then 2 different types of finishes for it. There's actually there's a 2-part. This is an epoxy too. The other one must have fallen down the back there, but I'll find it and it'll be with it. It's a mirror coat. It's really good stuff. Okay, what else? Oh, this box has lots of miscellaneous parts like clock pieces, and I've got the face in there. It's got all kinds of little plastic pen things. It's got wooden boxes. You know, the wooden boxes you can sell pens in. I've got 4 or 5 of those in there. I've got extra of the brass tubes. All kinds of stuff going on in there. And then this kit right here, this is like extra parts. So, I mean, it's all kinds of brass tubes, little ones, you know, that are cut to size. It's got all kinds of miscellaneous things that are very handy if you make a mistake or whatever. So I have no idea what I'm looking at for this, to be quite honest. I mean, that wood, there's easily probably $75 worth of wood blanks and these polymer blanks there at least. This wood, I don't know, maybe another $40 worth of these pieces, you know. I don't know. This isn't, you know, I made this. It wasn't anything too big, but it's been very functional, and I liked it. It's got a lot of the lathe. I use this a lot, and I really love it. I don't know, honestly, what the value of this all would be. I can tell you that the lathe and the knives here in front that I bought, you know, those were probably about $150 all said and done out the door. It wasn't super expensive for a lathe. The lathe has been very, very reliable. So, I mean, if I was looking just for the lathe and the knives, I would probably say $75, $85, somewhere in there. And then, you know, the other knives and then all of the wood, all of that stuff. I mean, you're probably looking at a minimum, I would say, maybe somewhere between $300 and $400 for all of this. I think would be a fair price. Okay, so that's kind of where I'm at, but I don't know, to be honest. I'll entertain whatever you would like to offer, and whether these go with it or not depends on whether you need it. So the bench itself, though, this whole thing can lift right off and go as a bench if you want it that way. If not, I'll keep the bench and I'll just leave it here and put something else on it. But it's up to you. Just let me know. And obviously that will all affect the price. We can haggle. But all right. Well, I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you soon.